Okay, now we're going to be making Libby's famous pumpkin pie with my lucky and very beautiful assistant here, Natali. Do you want to say your last name? Because I can't pronounce it. No, you don't. That's alright, it's just a little confusing there. Alright, so we're going to make Libby's famous pumpkin pie using what else but Libby's pumpkin in a can, as we introed in our intro. Alright, so Natali, you want to help me out with this one? You do. So, you want to dump 3/4 of a cup of sugar into the bowl. Great. Now we're also going to have to add to that 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Where's the 1 teaspoon?
Right now.
Great. Just get this. Teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Let's do that. Okay. After the cinnamon, we're going to need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That's enough handling the 2 of this. Okay. So we're just going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt into the bowl. Now the pumpkin pie has a lot of spices, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to add 1/2 teaspoon of ginger and 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. If you don't have cloves like I don't, you can always use ground allspice. It does the same thing. It actually contains cloves, so all the other spices will just make it a lot more better. So here we go. And this is what it's going to have to look like with all your spices and the sugar. So once you've done that, we're going to get another bowl. So we're going to actually use one of these little prep bowls. You can find these at Marshall's for like $7. They're actually pretty awesome. You just take all your choice and let's get 2 eggs. Get them down there. All you need is 2 large brown eggs. Grab them right out there, and you can crack them, excuse me, right into this bowl here. Now if there's a shell, you can use the shell to get the shell out. It's actually the easiest way to do it. There's 1. So you're going to need 2 of these. There's dose. Oh, that was a big shell there. Get that out nice and easily. Come to Papa. So we're going to lightly beat those with the whisk. So. Very lightly. Should be pretty good. Now we're going to stir in the pumpkin and sugar spice mixture. Stir in pumpkin and sugar spice mixture. So what we're going to need is, thank you Natali, 1 can 15 ounces. 1 can 15 ounces of pumpkin. So while I'm talking about the pie, I'm going to have Natali start opening that can. Natali, come on with the can.
Sure. Well, that's a big can opener.
There you go.
Okay.
There's the can. So after you add this into the spice mixture here, you're going to need 1 can of evaporated, I use skim milk because other milks are fattening. So, okay, so our eggs are very well beaten up, or not very well. You want them to be just enough beaten so you don't have whole yolks. Alright, I'll take it from there now. I don't want you to get cut there. Great job. So 1 can of pumpkin. Grab a spoon there and just put that right into the spice mixture. So you want to get all the pumpkin because you want this pumpkin to be, the pie, to be really moist. Now at this point, you want to start preheating your oven. Natali, you want to get that oven right over there. Heat it up to, let's see what this says, 350 degrees. So if you want to push bake on the bottom, and then push 350 on the right, 350.
Oh, wait.
350, you gotta push bake again. Okay, there we go, all the pumpkins in there. Then bake again on the bottom. Very good. So now you're going to incorporate this into the sugar spice mixture. So Natalie, I'm going to have you get started. Just mix that in.
Yeah.
Okay? There you go. Now, after that is mixed into the spice mixture, you're going to gradually add the evaporated milk. So I'm going to open up the evaporated milk can while you're mixing and slowly pour it.
Yep.
Start right there. Now, evaporated milk, I actually don't know the exact definition of it. I can check the ingredients here. It's a little sweeter, alright. Let's see, it says this is to replace skim milk for drinking or in recipes. So you have to dilute the can for that. So, ingredients are fat-free milk, vitamin A. So, I guess it's fat-free milk in a can. I'm sure that's not the real definition. But I'm going to gradually put this in while you keep mixing it. That's going to make this more of a pie filling, not so much a thick, I don't know, gush. So let's start you on that. So after you stir in the graduated eggs, you're going to
Went right in, I couldn't even see.
great job.
I know.
Alright, now while Natalie keeps mixing, I'm gonna show you how to prepare a pie crust in a pan.
Hey, what?
Pie crust.
Oh, hi.
Alright, so now we are going to properly put the crust into a 9-inch glass pie pan. Now I just wanted to bring up something that I actually accidentally misread to you guys. Actually, you're going to preheat the oven to 425 degrees, not 350. Eventually, it's going to be 350, but we're going to start at 425 for 15 minutes. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to gently unattach. Now, it's going to rip a little bit. Let's see what it says to do. Just want to make sure. It's got to be pretty well done. Just carefully get that off. There we go. There we go. You can always fix that, patch it up. Okay, excuse me, Natalie. I'm going to throw that out right underneath you. So it's going to go right into the pan, carefully, unrolling the rest. Okay, and it looks like the ends are the tough parts, but we got it. So there you go. I'm going to make sure that it's in the pan nice enough so it's not going to leak through. Okay, now, to make a traditional crust that's kind of wavy, you want to kind of take one finger and two fingers and just make the little waves look very nice. Natalie, you see what I'm doing? Mm-hmm. 2 fingers, and so you want to just make those waves through the rest of the crust. Alright, now you want to take your whisk and re-whisk the pumpkin in case it set a little bit. But this is actually what you're just going to be pouring right into the pie shell. There we go. So when Natalie's done, we're just going to pour it straight in.
Here, you want to finish it?
Sure.
You're much faster than I am.
That's alright. You're learning. By the way, if any of you guys want to be a guest star just like Natalie on Even You Can Cook, just log on to evenucancook.com and there's an application form right out there for you. Alright. That's perfect. Make sure that's all against the sides there. Great. So we're going to now take our pie filling, pumpkin pie filling, and just pour it right in there slowly. There we go. Okay. Now, your pumpkin pie is all set to go into the preheated 425 degree oven.